Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the rate update. Today is June 9th, 2021. I got some great news on the mortgage rates. We had a good bond auction today, and I got a bonus for everybody out there, first-time homebuyers. You might qualify for a $1,500 grant that we have available for you to help you with your down payment. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Okay, so we got a lot of new subscribers, so thank you guys out there for following me, and everybody giving me a thumbs up and recommending and hitting the bell and all that stuff, because we're at about 20 or 30 subscribers a day, so thank you guys so much for that. So I want to dig in a little deeper today on how mortgage rates are created, and then I got a special right at the end of the video. There's a $1,500 grant available in most states, almost every state in the country. There's a few that is exempted from that we're going to go over at the end and show you if we could maybe help you with $1,500 toward your down payment. And we'll also throw in an additional $500 credits from yours truly against any closing costs that you have. So don't go away for that. So right now I want to talk about mortgage rates. So to start out that portion of the equation, we would need to talk about mortgage-backed securities. What a mortgage-backed security is a bond that trades on Wall Street. And it is the biggest component or the biggest factor or biggest ingredient in your mortgage rate. It's between that, what we call loan level price adjustments, profit margins, and other things. But if you have to extract out the biggest component of your mortgage rate, it's the yield or what's going on with a mortgage-backed security. And this is what we follow right here. So let me explain a little bit about how this works. And this is a bond that trades on Wall Street. Believe it or not, you might actually have it in your portfolio as an investment if you have a retirement account. But here's how bonds work in general, and then we'll dissect in and go into how the mortgage-backed securities market works. But how bonds work is basically this. The lower you pay for the bond, so you have a $100 bond or a $100 coupon bond that matures next year, and you're going to pay $100 for that today. Okay, so what I want to show to you is how when you pay less for that bond, the drives up the yield. So think of it, pay or price down, yield or mortgage rates up. Okay, so here's how it works. Remember that coupon's worth $100 next year. So this year I buy it right now, and I'm like, oh, I got a great investment for you. I got 100% return on your money in this investment, and it's a mortgage-backed security bond. I'll sell it to you for $50. Okay, so I give them $50 today. Next year when it matures, I get $100 back. What's my rate of return? I gave you $50. I got $100 back. I doubled my money. I got 100% return, or in this case, my mortgage rate would be 100%. We don't want that, okay? So we want the price to go up. So here's what I mean by that. Now today they come to me and says, I got an offer for you, it's an investment, not that great, but you have to pay $100 today for that coupon that comes out next year, that bond that matures next year that will give you your $100 back. So I give you $100 today, and next year I get $100 back. What's my return? I paid more for it. Remember, I paid more from 50 to 100. My rate of return is 0. So my mortgage rate would be 0. So see, my mortgage rate when I paid $50, it was 100%. When I paid $100, it was 0. So the higher the price, the lower the rate of return, thus the lower your mortgage rate. So that's basically how bonds work. So that's why we follow the mortgage-backed security market. This is a bond that trades on Wall Street. So today, fantastic day, up 16. What did we just learn? As it goes up, rates come down. So look at this rally that we had back in March, all the way from March 29th through basically the beginning of May. Consistent run. Then it stabilized, and then we had stability ever since, okay? So I want to just go through with you guys some charting things that we do. So these lines that go across here are what we call Fibonacci levels, and they create short-term ceilings and floors, okay? So what I mean by that is, think of this as you took your little kid bowling, and they're terrible, they keep throwing gutter balls, so you're like, you know what, I'm gonna put up some barriers, I'm gonna put up those bumpers along here so it bounces around and stays in that range. Well, basically that's what's going on here. We put in these structures, and they're just things that we follow, they're trends, but it creates a ceiling and a floor in our trading range. Well, look at it. It basically held today. So that validates this ceiling right here. Okay, so what I'm getting at though is we have stability, capitulation right in this area here. Look, we're just staying right between these lines. We're basically staying right in the middle of them. So I don't foresee anything really going on with mortgage rates today. Tomorrow is a different story. Here's why. And I'm not fear mongering. I'm just providing you the data. Okay, so today we had a 10-year auction go out, and it actually went very well. And that's normally when we're getting the 7 and 10-year auctions, it's not doing very well. Then that day mortgage rates seem to be in the past 2 months that goes up every Wednesday. Okay, we didn't see that today. As you saw, we were up 16 points. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow is basically all about inflation and jobs, or joblessness, or jobless, or however you want to phrase that. Okay, so if you look through here, you're going to see Consumer Price Index. That's a model that people follow in regards to seeing what inflation's doing. Okay, so we have a CPI number, CPI number, CPI number, CPI number, and then we have continued jobless claims and initial jobless claims. This number is all over the map because of a lot of the stimulus packages out there. There's a lot of people not going back to work. That's just a fact, and we proved that yesterday with the JOLT index. Over 9 million job openings that are not being filled at this time. Okay, so tomorrow we've locked probably half of our portfolio today. We locked in the rates because I don't know how this is going, and I hate the uncertainty. I like where the rates are right now. We had a little drop today, so I'm going to take advantage of that because I don't want to see the market rally tomorrow or drop. I'll put it that way. So let's see what happened intraday. We actually started out the day pretty well, kept going up and up and up and up and up all the way through about 2 o'clock when the auction took place. And then we had a recovery, or we had a drop. I take that back, I'm sorry, a drop. And then we stabilized. All this green means there's more buyers than sellers. So this didn't spook me because I knew it was all this profit taking was going to get gobbled up. People started selling and making money because it's a bond. And then people started buying back in, and they leveled out the playing field. So we were up 16 today. So what did that do to rates? These rates are effective basically as of yesterday's close. So let me make sure you're aware of that. This isn't live right now because a lot of times banks don't reprice during the day and so forth. But we follow right here, Black Knight. It's a renowned company that does research, and they analyze mortgage lenders all over the country and come up with the average rate that's out there. So I post this. This isn't my rate, but why do I post this? So you have an idea where you're at. Okay, so if your rate is a much higher than this, you might want to look into refinancing. If your rate's a lot lower than this and you don't need any extra money, then don't refinance. You're in a good position. So, but if you get a rate quote and the rate's a lot higher than this, please, let me know. If you have a rate quote that's a lot lower than this, be cautious. Why is that? Are you paying too much in fees? Did you buy down the rate? There could be 12 different answers to that. But I also ask you, reach out to us and at least get a second opinion on what's going on there. Market news today, I've been posting this on YouTube under my comment section, I think it is. And I share this newsletter with you guys every day on kind of what's going on in the market. Just gives you a recap of some different things there. What I wanted to talk about today, or at least present to you guys, I changed my insurance policy. This is just basically a kudos out to my insurance people. I changed the insurance to Landmark Insurance, and oh my goodness. I was, my son and I joke because the Allstate commercial says switch and save $700. Are they telling you to switch to somebody else, or are they wanting you to go to them? Because I switched from Allstate and saved over $2,000 on my insurance bundle. Now you might say, Dan, you're not a very shrewd person when it comes to insurance. I think I am, but I think I was getting hosed. So I got better policies. And actually I upgraded a car. I traded in a car and got a newer car. And my premium still is $2,000 lower than what I was paying. I'm not meaning to be laughing, but I put it off so long. I didn't do that. So I do like you guys do with your mortgage. I put it off, and then once I do it, I'm like, why didn't I do that before? So that being said, I hope you like my video. But I do have a shout out today. Joel, I'm not going to say your last name because I don't want you to get buried. Thank you so much. He spoke with one of my mortgage advisors today, and he said, you know, I'd love for Dan to give me a shout out. So thanks, Joel, for reaching out to us. Hopefully you can post on this my channel once we get you all taken care of to let everybody know how we did for you, and hopefully we did a fantastic job. So that being said, my name is Dan Frio. I do this post every day. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit the bell every time I post a video. You get an alert. What do I want you to do? Well, basically like I did. Don't put your head in the sand when it comes to your insurance or your mortgage or anything like that. Look into maybe saving some money, okay? When things are good, you don't look into these things. When things get bad, you start looking into it. But don't put it off. So look into maybe saving some money on your mortgage. I'll put this link to the insurance company in my description below. It's a friend of mine. I don't know why I didn't try to use them years ago, but I'm saving over $2,000, and I kid you not, I'm saving over $2,000 a year on that. I apologize if I said month. $2,000 a year. It's $200, almost $200 a month that I'm saving. So what I ask people to do is send me your mortgage statement. If you're in a forbearance, or you're like, hey, Dan, does this make sense to do? I will do analysis on those for you and get back with you and say, here's what I would personally do. And I'll back that up with data, facts, and numbers, okay? If you're looking to buy a house or build a house, reach out to us. In many states, we have extended lock programs. So if you're building a home and you're fearing that, you know, what a rate's gonna do 6 to 8 months from now and your lender won't lock you in, we might be able to help you there, okay? If you're looking to get pre-approved, we have an online system that's one of the best in the business. You can basically input your application on your phone. You can do it on mobile or your desktop too. You can do it on your phone and basically have your mortgage follow you everywhere you go. You're going to know what's going on. You're going to know how to contact us. You're going to be able to print your own pre-approval letters. Everything you need to do is going to be right on that thing. You also have a team behind us. When you get a loan officer with us or a mortgage advisor, you don't have just a mortgage advisor. You have a mortgage advisor, you have a loan assistant, you have a processor, and you always have me in the background. So you have a team working with you guys. We also have a stable of realtors that we've worked with for years that we can help you refer to get a professional full-time realtor on your team. So that's it for today, guys. How do you reach out to us and how do you get us? Oh, I forgot the grant program. Let's get on to that. Okay. So there's a new grant program that just launched. It is hot off the presses, and basically what it's going to do for you is it's created or funded through Freddie Mac, and the details are right down here. Highlights of the term. You can go through it right here and look at all this stuff. I'll put together its own little presentation tomorrow to dig through it. There's a lot to digest here, but if you're in the process of buying a home, this might come in handy. And on top of this, I will issue, if you bring this up on your comments when you're putting in your application, Dan promised me a $500 credit. Between my $500 credit and this $1,500 grant, you might get about $2,000 extra to put toward that down payment of your home. So how do you find out more about me and my team? Well, you go to the Rate Update with Dan Frio on YouTube. We're just shy of 14,000 subscribers. We're adding about 20 a day. There's over 900 videos here to pick from. But if you'd like to reach out to us, multiple ways to do that. Click right here and start the mortgage process right now. You click it there, you click refinance or buy a home, and you're on your way to home ownership or refinancing right there. If you prefer to call us 844-775-LOAN. Or what most people are doing right now, believe it or not, they want to set up a calendar event that you'll hold with me. Most of the time I'm doing that. Sometimes I just don't have the time to do it, and I apologize, but I will follow up with you personally to say thank you. But you can set up a 15, 30, or 60-minute consultation with us to go over any and all questions that you might have. We can do that by Zoom, Skype, or by phone call. And that is it for today, guys. So all I want to say is thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave some comments down below. I need to know how I'm doing. So take care, guys. See you tomorrow.